What's the most powerful number in St. Louis area real estate right now? Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to another St. Louis area real estate market update. I hope you're going to watch the end of this video because there's some great information and you want to know this last little bit especially. All right, first up, if you've watched any of our videos, you know the process, what we're going to go through. First up, we're going to talk about new listings week over week for last week versus the weeks prior. So last week we had 371 new listings come on the market, as you can see right here, down a little bit from 395 and 395 the two preceding weeks, which were up a little bit from 358. Overall, it's fairly flat, right? There's not a big news story there. The average list price last week for new listings was $343, so that's a pretty decent increase. Again, not seriously out of line with the trend. Sellers do seem like they've got some confidence, like they think their property is worth something. So the curious thing is, do buyers agree? Along that line, let's look at the number of homes that went under contract last week. Again, for the fourth week in a row, it's on the increase, it's on the rise, right? So we had 788 homes go under contract last week. Let's reach back, throw back to the new listings. We brought on 371 and we took off 788. Not great for buyers, but it's great for sellers. Next to last, we're going to talk about the list to sale price ratio. What are sellers getting for their houses when they close versus where they were listed at? The latest stat was 99.05% from last week's closings. This, although it doesn't look like it, it's a relatively flat number. It's within 2 points or less all the way across the board. The gist of it is, if you're a seller, you're getting what you're asking if you're in line with the market. Buyers are snapping up properties, right? All right, for the biggest stat we want to talk about this week, showings. So in the state of Missouri, take a look at this chart. You're looking at showings. When COVID hit, we took a serious drop, a serious hit in the number of buyer showings of properties. In the last 3 weeks, we've been on an upswing and buyers are charging forward full force. Now that we're coming out of the COVID restrictions and we're coming into the spring, if we can ever get rid of this rain, it'll be even better. We are almost back to 2019 levels. That is a massive growth trajectory. Take a look at 2019's numbers and that growth and compare it to this year's growth. There is some massive, massive movement in the market. Long story short, if you're a seller, you're thinking about being a seller, you're considering being a seller, you haven't thought about being a seller, but there's a number that you would take for your house, this is probably the time to get it on the market. All right, if you guys got questions about your specific neighborhood, your specific house, any other areas that we're not covering, shoot me a message, give me a call, send me a text, we'll help you out.